Hey, hey! We are back with some TemTem, and there have been some awesome patches that have happened. So I just want to update you guys on the most recent patch and the SAIPARK. Ooh, I was farming Kookiee, so I'm over here. My entire party is green, I just noticed. But no. So basically, the SAIPARK has opened its doors among all the patch hotfixes and co-op changes that they've had to sort of add into the game very quickly. There was a lot of co-op issues. They have done a few new changes. One of the downsides, or two of the downsides rather, that people aren't sure if they're going to enjoy or not is, first of all, the Luma chances have decreased from 1 in 6,000 and respectively 1 in 60 with eggs to 1 in 8,000 and 1 in 80 for Luma eggs. Now, personally, as someone who has spent about 170 hours in the game and has not found a Luma, that doesn't really seem to bother me. I have done my fair share of Luma farming and I have found none, so honestly, upping it from to an extra 2,000 encounter rate really doesn't faze me in the slightest, but some people seem quite sad about it. Let me know what you guys think. Secondly, another thing that you guys may or may not enjoy is telomere hacks will now reduce fertility by 1 when you use them on a TemTem. Again, a lot of people seem to be unhappy with this, but personally, they're still able to be used for what they were designed to be, and that's to basically increase the stats of a TemTem that you're probably not planning on breeding. So if you have good stats on a Tem, you use its fertility, you're done with it, but it still has a couple of stats that are maybe 1 or 2 off, and it could be a viable TemTem in the future. Let me just have a look. Let me check my TemTems if I've got anyone in my team. Okay, so this guy kind of, for example. So say I finish breeding this guy, he's got no fertility left, and then I decide to max out his special defense, so he's got 6 out of 7 Tem. I will still be able to do that, I just won't be able to breed with him afterwards, which I personally think is a good change. It stops a lot of the flipping that is happening at the moment, not that flipping TemTems is a bad thing. I just went to the wrong island. But it's just stopping a lot of people buffing Tems and selling them for a lot more than they would otherwise, you know, have cost. I don't know, it's a bit tit-for-tat. I am still in the wrong place. I cannot play the game and speak, apparently. But on the plus side, the part you're all excited for is the SAIPARK. Dun dun dun! Basically, the SAIPARK is in Dennis, hence why I have headed towards Dennis. It's on the first island, guys, so make sure you get over there soon. It is the first endgame area we have, and it is the one and only that we know of yet. The nature reserve of the Archipelago. I can never say the name of this place correctly. Dun dun dun! So basically, it's a nature reserve. And it has special features that change each week for the TemTem that are in the reserve. There will be features such as increased Luma spawn chance, potential egg moves on the TemTems you catch, as well as having increased chance for better SVs. So that's all really awesome stuff. I'm excited for it. It's already out, but I'm excited to try it more than I have. But you cannot use regular Tem cards in the area. You need to use special Sai cards, which you get from the little shop out front. I will show you when I reach the area. I'm just running there now so you can actually see the route. You can buy 5 Sai cards at a time for 3,500 pansons, but the price basically doubles with every 5 cards. So you'll get the first 5 for 3,500, then the second lot is 7,000, then 14,000, and so on and so on. It gets very expensive because it's allowing people the chance to catch some better TemTems, whether it's Lumas, egg moves, or SVs, but obviously they don't want people to farm them ridiculously high amounts and then sell them later for profit. They're trying to limit the amount each person can catch. Personally, I would get at least 10 because trying to catch a Luma with only 5 cards is quite risky and you don't want to let that little shiny bugger go. So 100% I would spend the extra cash just to make sure I have 10 on me at any given time, because I would rather play it safe than sorry. I'm still Luma-less. I don't want to let one get away because I run out of cards. There is also an entrance fee into the SAIPARK. Just to make it easy for anyone, if you haven't been following the route, head towards Brickell Del Mar in Deniz, the first island, and you go south slightly and you will see the entrance to the SAIPARK. It's this area here that was previously fogged up. I've obviously explored it, so you can now see it on my screen. It's probably still a fog on your screen, whether you've been there or not. Unfortunately, the configuration that will change weekly for the SAIPARK is not yet configured in the game, so you will have to stay up to date with Creamer's social media, as they will be posting the TemTems that will be for that week there. This week, so from the 17th of February to the 23rd, I believe, it is ×2 Luma chance for Osira and Banshee. Ooh. So make sure you are getting to this park ASAP to try and catch those guys. It is a 1 in 4,000 chance to get them. Naturally, it would be 1 in 8,000 as the odds have been increased. Basically, you talk to this guy here. I've already spoken to him, but so I've already spoken to him, so the vocabulary that he says will be different, but basically you talk to him and he gives you your first 5 Sai cards, you pay an entrance fee of 3,000 and something, and then here you are in the park. Dun, dun, dun. It is definitely worth coming in here, even if you're not planning on buying any Sai cards, because I've picked them all up, but around the map there are various items like telomere hacks and breeding gear, which is definitely worth, because engineered breeding strands are costly as it is, and you basically spend 3,000 to get 20,000 worth of engineering strands. So 100% worth coming in here, guys. You definitely don't want to miss it, especially if you're after Lumas as well. But no, so this area is now here permanently. Various locations on the map, so water obviously is where you will farm for Osira. As you can see, everyone is here farming like mad, trying to catch their Lumas. And the bushes and the caves will be where Banshee is. The rates are 30%, so it's still higher than it is in the wild. Other TemTems do spawn here though, and their chances for Luma are still 1 in 8,000. Bear in mind, the only 2 special TemTems of the week are the ones that will have the lower Luma chance rate or other special features that will be announced on Creamer's social media. But yeah, so this is the brand new content. I'm excited to try it. I'll do a couple little spins on the water just so you guys can see. There you go. See, instantly 2 Osiris. Not Luma, unfortunately. One of these days I'll find one. But yeah, so you just come here, you farm, you basically do what you do anyway. You just have a 1 in 4,000 chance of finding them, which, to be honest, seems pretty worth for a lot of Luma hunters. If you're a Luma hunter, then you come here and you do it. Platox. I will be linking the patch notes in the description below the video as well, just so you can check out them out for yourself. There are a lot of other little features that have been added, but I wasn't going to go through all of them because that would take a very long time, and a lot of it are just tiny little things that I don't really think are a big enough deal to mention. But yeah, they also brought a vault out, which I personally don't think is very interesting either. It basically is just an additional storage for items, but not every item can be stored in there. However, what you do store in there will be carried over if you reset the game, but again, not every item can be stored. I'm pretty sure telomere hacks cannot be stored in the vault, so you can't farm them. Don't get too excited, guys. So I was partly hoping to just find a Luma on the video. That would be amazing, but my luck isn't that good. But no, thank you so much for watching this little video and update on the patch notes and SAIPARK. I hope you guys have a great time playing it, and I wish you all some luck in finding your Lumas. Do let me know if you find any. I will be excited to see them and happy for you. Slightly jealous, but mostly happy. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!